Hey there, what's up? It's Mike D from SuperGuitarLicks.com with the Quick Lick series, and today we are learning Quick Lick number 18, and this is a fun, another scalular run that's really exciting to play. So let me go ahead and play it for you, and we'll tell you all about it. Played it a few times there. It really helps to play this along a certain part of the chord progression when it really locks in and sounds great. So this lick is played against the backing track called E minor percussive jam, where if you're not on Super Guitar Licks already, you can go there and jam to it for free. This song, again, it's in the key of E minor, and the tempo is at 115. And what we're going to be doing is we're playing just a regular pattern that's based off of the full minor scale. But there's a couple of unique things about this lick that are a lot of fun, and it's also a good follow-up to the last run that we did in the previous Quick Lick, which is number 17. So let's go ahead and break this down. Let me go ahead and play it slow, and then I'll tell you how this is all put together. Okay, so this is based off of the full E minor scale. The thing that I like about it is that, first off, it starts on the A string. A lot of times people are used to running their scales starting on the E string because that's kind of home base, and where you learn all your patterns, it's usually on the big E string. But we're going to start on the A string, and the scale is a 3-note per string pattern that I love using. However, it's very common with the 3-note per string patterns to play triplets. The cool thing about this lick is that it's all based on even beats, and we want to get up to 16th notes with playing it. But like anything else, with a lot of very cool repetitive licks, we're going to use a pattern to play through the scale. So what's happening is I start on the 7th fret of the A string. And what we're going to do is go down 4 notes and then up 4 notes. And then that pattern repeats. So what I do is play the 7th fret on the E string, and we're going to go 7, and now we go to the E string, and we go 10, 8, 7. Okay? 1, 2, 3, 4. So we go down the scale 4 notes. So 7, 10, 8, 7. Then we go up 4 notes. So we go 8, 10, 7, 9. So we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay? If you want to just practice that super slow with a metronome, there's a good starting point. We're using strict alternate picking with our right hand or our picking hand, so not really much else to talk about there, but it's still a very learned skill. So if you're not great with alternate picking, that's one of the things you want to make sure you're practicing super slow with this lick. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is keep this pattern going and move up the note. So the next note in the scale would be the 10th fret on the A string. So I'm going to start there, I'm going to play down 4 notes, and then come up 4 notes. So I go on the A string, 10, 9, 7, and then I play the 10th fret on the E string. And now I come back up and play 4 more notes, which would be 7, 9, 10, 7. Okay, so 7, 9, 10 on the A string, and then 7th fret on the D string. Now we're going to do that pattern one more time. So now I go up 1 extra note, and I'm going to start at the 9th fret on the D string. I'm going to go 9, 7 on the D string, and then I go 10, 9 on the A string. Now I'm going to use my pattern and come up 4 more notes in the scale pattern, which is going to be 10, 7, 9, 10. Okay? Again, if I just start at the 7th fret, here's my regular minor scale pattern. Ending on the octave right there on E. So the first thing to get ready for when you're learning these repetitive patterns is make sure you have the lick or the scale pattern really ingrained in your fingers so you don't need to think about it. here's the lick up until now. Okay, now you could keep this pattern going, but what I like doing with this specific rhythm is to end on the pattern repeats after this run that happens, and so to really lock in when the pattern repeats, instead of using this pattern all the way through, I'm going to then just switch to playing steady 16th notes and just go all the way down to the scale. So if we're here on the 7th fret, we're going to go 7, 9, 11, and then it goes to 8, 10, 12 on the B string, and then we're going to go 9, 10, and then slides up to E to end the whole lick. So alright, and there's your whole run. It's super fun to play. You want to take it slow. Another thing that's important to note to really lock this in when you're using your metronome is use accents to really let you know where you are so your phrasing is right. And by that, when you play the 4 notes and accent the first note, every 4 notes the first note gets accented, listen to the effect it has. Okay? So when you accent the 1, maybe you want to do it every 8 notes, but if you first get used to doing it at every 4, it really helps you know where you're at in the pattern, and it helps you keep that steady beat variation intact versus going to the triplet feel. Okay, you're going to want to voice it like that originally, but keep with the steady 16th note beat variation. And again, you could break it down to 1/8 notes or quarter notes if it's comfortable for you with a metronome at first. But when I play the whole run, I really accent every other, I guess it would be every 8th note, or the 8th note of every pattern. Or whatever, okay? But when you hear the run intact, you could hear where those accents are, because that's what really makes me latch on to the groove. Okay, so let me play it along to the backing track one more time. And again, the thing to note about this track is that the chord progression does this loop for, I think, 3 times, and then the 4th time, it does a bit of a change. And when that change happens, it's really cool to run this whole lick. It's 2 bars long, and it fits perfect over it. Let's listen to it. Alright, here it comes. 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, so you can see how well that locks in, but even if I wanted to do it now, alright, so then the cool thing too is once you get to that E, you're right in your home position to use your minor pentatonic right here on the E string. So you can go ahead and jam away. So there's the lick. It's a ton of fun. Just remember, if you want to use this in other jams, that you're starting your lick on the A string. So let's say I'm in the key of C minor. Okay, find your C on the A string and then do the same pattern. Alright, again, it's movable like everything else. You just need to know where to start it to really make it useful for you. So there's the quick lick. Have fun. Share this video with all your friends. If you're not on Super Guitar Licks already, go there to get access to all these backing tracks for free and a ton of other cool guitar lessons. Alright, we'll see you soon. Later.